Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night review. It's 2 weeks before WrestleMania, and I don't know. They're not really much like a feel. I mean, are they trying to build some? It's just like, wow. So they're trying to at least add to something to Reigns and Cody. Well, actually, they could have added to that story a bit more, like maybe like Roman being angry, like why Cody's getting involved in his business. I mean, it would have been nice to mention that, but like just so now Roman's on like this is the first Raw since Roman being on the show, and like there's not really a lot of heat toward between the feud with Reigns and Cody. It's really more so of the bloodline versus Cody and Owens, and Cody's just so happened to be involved in a little bit of it. That's literally the only thing going on so far in terms of that feud. But yeah, like everything else, like there's no feud for fucking like what's the heat between Asuka and Bianca besides what happened this week? Because can they coexist and whatever, and like which one's the heel and shit? What else? I don't know. At least we're finally like got the we finally got the announcement that it's gonna be Owens and Zayn versus Sami and Owens. Sami Owens versus the Usos at WrestleMania and stuff like that. You know, it's just I wish there was like more heat with this show. There was nothing like really on the edge of my seat or make me want to care about a lot of things. Was there a better flow to the show? Sure, because Roman was on the show, whatever. And I guess the opening and the ending of the show was the only things to care about. But that's it. It's only the opening and the main event to make you care about the show. Everything else is dog shit. Apparently Smarts were claiming this show was good or whatever. Have you not watched a legit good wrestling show? A legit good like wrestling show, like in terms of a Raw, like you had to go like years ago to watch a legit good Raw. I mean, the only recent show you could say that was actually tolerable and good, or not good in the sense of, but like better than usual, that you could say that it was like a good show of the year, is literally Raw 30th. And remember that show ended with a like it didn't end with a fucking it ended like whatever. Remember, it's like it ended legit getting cut off. This show essentially got cut off. It felt like they really didn't know how to end the show. So even with 3 hours and they still don't know how to fucking pace the show properly, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Regardless, I don't know. This Raw, for people saying this was good, no, I question your sanity. This show was not good at all. Just because of the opening or whatever. What good matches happened tonight, by the way? If you're going to talk about good matches, how were they good? What are the stories between these matches? Where's the heat? Like, what's the reason for it? Like, what's the build for the matches? Like, what's the story between, like, come on, stop pretending to care about these matches. They're fucking just filler garbage. And this is 2 weeks before WrestleMania. Back in the day when there was 2 weeks before WrestleMania, already fucking the matches were set. There was already like generating heat towards the match, and like the heat for these matches would start literally like either months prior or legit like freaking right after the Royal Rumble. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm not really that excited for Roman and Cody, to be honest with you. And of course, like that match proven that Cody should not, like, it just proves also Cody is not the one, and he should not be beating Reigns ever, or he shouldn't even beat at Mania. No. Not happening. Even with the whole bloodline dissension, the dissension between the bloodline, sure, that's fine what's going on with that. But to say that freaking, sure, the show, like, it was better than last week. It had so much a little better flow, but that's really because like whenever Reigns was on the show and anything relating to the bloodline, that was the only thing to look forward to. Okay, everything else is like, what is there to care about? So like, let's say this, a combined maybe 30 minutes. Like you have to take in account, it's like the first 10-20 minutes of Raw with the Usos and Sami Zayn and Owens. Some backstage segment that was like, let's say 5-10 minutes. And then the fucking main event segment around 20 minutes, maybe. Or 10, 20 minutes. That's like under an hour, if you think about it. Or, like, it's like 40 minutes. Compared to a 3-hour show, how was this show in entirely 3 hours worthy of saying this was a good show? When, if you may say that those are the things to enjoy. I don't give a fuck about these matches. Don't give me this bullshit that these matches are good. How are they good? Besides work rate, what was the story? And not just that, like, how are these matches, like, are really good? If this match is really good, would you remember it tomorrow? I bet, like, literally, I forgot already the matches that happened, like, literally already, like, a few hours from now. I'm literally recording this review, like, at 12. I was, like, I took a shower or whatever, just to, just do this. Like what? Just like what? After an hour, I already forgot what matches happened tonight. Like, come on here. This is not a good show, people. You want to think what is a good show? It's been a long time to remember when we legit had a good Raw. I know Smarks are going to tend to say that the Raw from, like, literally earlier this year because Triple H was in charge and whatever. They thought that those Raws were good or whatever. Like, bullshit. Bullshit. The ratings suck. Literally, it was just a bunch of sparky bullshit. The matches were long and shit. Like, what? How does that make any sense for a match to be long and dragged out just because, it's a bunch of work rate shit to appeal? Like, no. Fuck that. Not every match needs to be long. As long as it generates a story and there's actually legit things that made sense in the match. All these matches, like tonight, were just also dragged out and stupid. Like, come on. So if you enjoyed this Raw because, aside from the bloodline shit, because of the matches, you're probably just, again, it goes along being a smart. You fucking like all this work rate shit, which is a problem with wrestling. Sure, the matches, like, wrestling is, like, it involves wrestling, of course. But there's gotta be a story. There's also gotta be fucking a reason to care. Do you really care about these wrestlers and their matches? Like, come on. Come on. And, like, the shit what they do has gotta make sense. Like, why, like, oh, flippin', kicky, fucking, stupid move, fancy bullshit. Like, come on. Come on here. Anyways, grab your Coca-Colas, drink my Nestle, aspire to miss bitches go, oh shit, that's, it's good stuff. Oh shit. I definitely hope all the people, the luck of the Irish came to y'all, for, around St. Patrick's weekend. Grab your Coca-Cola, drink your Nestle. While everybody was getting drunk, obviously I got my cola, but I still talk some chicks and shit, what I mean? You gotta do that shit, That way don't accuse you of sexual bullshit, You won't get me too, That's all I have to say. Just keep it real. Cheers, motherfuckers. It's good stuff. Get a chick and fucking the big black couch with some cola. Good old Coca-Cola in a Styles glass. Look at this beautiful Styles glass. Come on. Seriously. It's good stuff. It's a nice cold one there. Anyways, let's talk about Raw there. See, what's the show? I don't know. So the show started with Owens and Zayn. They recapped Raw. So I will say this. This is what I liked about, like, currently with Raw and SmackDown, like, with this storyline, like, it's both going on Raw and SmackDown, making you kind of care to watch Raw and SmackDown. That's why I do think the brand split should end. If they ever even think of doing a brand split, you're fucking retarded. I don't know why they haven't came up with already a title for, like, they gotta come up with one set of titles. They gotta come up with a legit, a undisputed tag championship belt. Hopefully they will in the future. Same goes for the WWE World title. I don't think the title should be fucking separated. Stop that shit. There's like rumors with Triple H like, no. Why? Why would you want that? You already unified them. Why would you? It just goes to show like you fucking made a mistake. It just makes it look bad. If you want to do that, if you want to fucking rectify your mistakes, then go back to being 2 hours with Raw. Like, people see that was a failure. But, hey, fuck it. But then you won't do it. Then why should you do it for the fucking world? Again, you don't need the brand split. You don't need a brand split. You got Smarks are saying, I hope they separate. Why do you... Again, let me ask this to Smarks. Why do you want the brand split to happen? Or why do you want 2 separate titles? Do you not understand that having 2 separate titles devalue a title? Do you not know that? At least with with Reigns being champion, he's like the most valuable guy there, but he's like the most legit guy there, and that's why he has the championship, because nobody's fucking credible. So what? Do you want another Jinder Mahal bullshit? You want another Kofi Kingston bullshit? I know Smart's not gonna pretend to care about Kofi Kingston. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers turn your back on it. Do you really want another Rollins scenario? Do you really want all these stupid scenarios where a jobber wins the title? No. It also devalues the other title. Like, you imagine a legit top guy has the Universal title and the jobber has the WWE title. They're gonna overshadow the legit world title, the fucking title that built this company. Why do you want to fuck? Because there's more opportunity? Fuck the opportunity. Stop. There's no one credible to be champion nowadays. And not just that, like, why? The most fucking, the legit star should be the champion. Or who's actually fucking, you know, come on. You don't need two separate titles. Fuck that shit. You don't need two separate titles. Like, if you want to say, oh, because there needs to be a champion on Raw, well, here's what I would say. Then fucking Reigns gotta be on Raw. But then here's the thing. Can you not at least wait legit a few months? Maybe when we get... And then watch when the fucking show... No one really cares about Raw when fucking Reigns is not champion. And let's say if Cody somehow beats him, like... I don't think at WrestleMania. But let's say even after Mania. Or whatever. If Cody was to win. Watch when a... You know... Will you be happy? Like, just be jobber shit. Come on. Just be a jobber champion. Obviously, I don't think fucking Cody should be fucking the champion. But that's the question: who should be the one to dethrone Roman, or who should be champion? That's the sad state. That's the sad state reality when there's no stars. Everybody fucking sucks. They're a bunch of jobbers. There are no stars whatsoever. In my opinion, who should dethrone Roman? If you're gonna do something with Money in the Bank, I think Edge should win Money in the Bank. And have him be the one to dethrone Reigns, and he can maybe walk into WrestleMania 40 as champion, and they can do one of the nights Rock. Well, definitely if they, because here's what I'll definitely suggest about Rock. Speaking of Rock, definitely night one or night two, Edge versus Cena. How you get there? Well, you could easily do something where Royal Rumble related, whatever. That could be one of the matches. I think that's what you should be for the title. Give Edge one last run, and then you have Cena versus Edge, who will never face each other one-on-one at WrestleMania. Happen at WrestleMania. Night 2 or night 1, because that's already set up for fucking... That's what, you know, I hope next year will be the last time we have fucking 2-night WrestleManias. I hope. I really hope so. Because, again, going back to the problem with 2-night bullshit, you have to decide what's going to be the main event for night 1 and bullshit. You have to worry about which main event is going to happen main event. And that's a problem. That is a problem. Because if that's the scenario, that's going to be a fucking problem for your company. But yeah, obviously, maybe Edge, like, could dethrone Roman. I know they already had their match, but it's like, honestly, like, you can always do some scenario where Edge cashes in as a babyface, you know, kind of revenge for Reigns, and there you go. Who could? Then the only guys really I can see dethrone Roman, like it or not, like, if you think about it, the only legit people, I mean, there's nobody in the main roster. That's why you got probably bring Braun Breaker, and maybe Braun Breaker is probably sadly could be the guy. I'm not saying, why am I saying sadly? It's just because it'll be too early. That's why you gotta really... That's why last year you should have had Braun Breaker already on the main roster. I don't know why they haven't done that yet, but whatever. Or it has to sadly be, like, if you keep the title on Reigns, like, that's sad. You have to probably keep the title on Reigns for another year, and maybe even The Rock freaking, you know, be the one sadly to dethrone Roman. Because there's nobody in the main roster. You could always do some bullshit next year. You have some tournament or whatever. Or whatever you could do for a vacant title. Maybe Rock retires as champion or whatever. But, obviously, I think, like, yeah, why not? Because, honestly, at this point, you don't even need fucking the title for Roman versus Rock anyways. You know? I do think, like, compared to everybody, that could have been the title match for this year. But, you know, whatever. Or you could have had fucking, I don't know, you could have done some scenario, maybe like Roman defend the title one night, and with title or no title, he'll face fucking Rock at night 2 or whatever, but whatever. Yeah, there's legit nobody, I don't know, not Dominic, there's nobody, I like Dom, but no. There's nobody on this main roster. Oh, what about Monster? No, Montez Ford? Are you guys kidding me? Fuck y'all. Get out of here with that shit. It's either Braun Breaker, who was like legit. I could have said, I would have, oh yeah, I remember. I would have said Karrion Kross. Because remember what they did after SummerSlam? Yeah, look what they're doing with Karrion Kross. Nothing. What a joke. What a fucking joke they did with that guy. What a fucking joke. Unless, like, unfortunately, that's how he really is, where he doesn't really have the general. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Even with Triple H in charge, look what they're doing with Karrion Kross. Fucking nothing. And Triple H was in charge. Apparently, I probably may blame even Triple H because apparently, Adam Cole was his boy, and he got offended with Karrion Kross saying what he said about Adam Cole. Maybe fucking it's Triple H's fault. So if you guys maybe sure they bring him back, but yet Triple H brought him back or whatever. But maybe he has still that grudge, He want to make himself look good, but then he probably has a grudge with Karrion Kross. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I would say he would have been one of the guys too, but you can't do that. That's why, honestly, in the most legit scenario, is you're gonna have to have a legit star who he already faced. Well, you could go back with Lesnar. I mean, compared to everybody, that's the sad state reality. Maybe you have to, maybe Lesnar then, but no, I wouldn't say that. Not Lesnar. Bobby Lashley, maybe. But then, look what they did with fucking Wyatt. Wyatt has not apparently left yet, but he might. Again, remember when people wanted to even see maybe Wyatt? Maybe if you were doing good shit with him, and Wyatt was not a fucking cornball, then maybe. But no, it's not gonna happen, no. Wyatt's a fucking cornball goof. Fuck him. Don't want to see Wyatt fucking beating Reigns. Fuck that. Maybe he could've. We would've been okay with that, maybe. But look at the shit he's been doing. Even before this whole Bobby Lashley shit, that pitch black match totally fucking ruined any amount of idea about if I would be okay with if Wyatt was the one to throw on Reigns. Cause maybe when the way fucking Wyatt returned, people maybe this guy could have been definitely he'd be one of the contenders. No, fuck no. But that's the problem. You have no legit guys. You might as well keep the title on Reigns. That's what you have to do. I mean, what could they maybe do Usos or whatever, or something like that? But the thing is, I don't see them credible enough to beat Reigns. That's the thing. But yeah, what I was gonna say. I want to mention two things. Definitely at WrestleMania, I do think WrestleMania Roman wins. But with the whole bloodline scenario, maybe what they should do is Cody is what they should do basically Cody what they after the match at night 2, definitely night 1, fucking the Usos should main event with Owens and Zayn, and I'll go in more depth right after this. Fucking Roman, he beats fucking Cody. Yeah, you could do some bullshit where he fought valiantly Cody and whatever, right? But Cody, basically do the same shit that the Bloodline was going to do to fucking Owens at Royal Rumble. But with Cody this time, Owens and Zayn come out. Maybe they fucking get beat up a little bit, by Reigns and maybe Solo. And maybe even Jimmy. But then, Jay is, resistant of attacking Sammy. Basically keep that little scenario, where he's, kind of contemplated, sure, he hates Sammy, right now, but, he still maybe see, kind of like that scenario, you kind of do that shit where what happened with Sammy and, whatever. That kind of scenario. Maybe, something based on what happened in the fucking title match, with, so night 2, that's what they do. And then Jay does, he strikes Roman. Basically, same shit with Sammy. And then, when you see fucking Roman, he couldn't believe it, Solo, Jimmy even. But then fucking, Jimmy, fucking Reigns, fucking gets up, fucking hits him, whatever. He was gonna hit him with a chair. Jimmy stops him. I think I already mentioned this. Jimmy stops him. But then that makes fucking, Bloodline against Solo. He's the proven true Bloodline member. Attacks him. The Usos get attacked. And then how you end the show, really. Everybody's fucking hurt. Besides Solo, Paul Heyman, and Roman. They have handcuffs and whatever. The one who saves the moment. And it kind of made, if he's not going to WrestleMania, he should at least show up and appear. Because it's Hollywood. The Rock comes out. The Rock comes out maybe to set up a future match. Maybe next year even. Because since apparently Rock even said maybe next year. Fuck it. That's what you do. If The Rock can't... Again, if he can't wrestle... Like I said this even previously. If you're not going to have The Rock wrestle, or The Rock to say he's not going to wrestle, then here's what you got to do then. The Rock got to fucking at least show up. Because it is WrestleMania in Hollywood. I would also say Batista should at least appear in a segment since he's Mr. Hollywood. Apparently, that's also one of the reasons why he's not in the Hall of Fame, because he's not going to be at WrestleMania, apparently. Because he's, in South Africa filming a film. That sucks, though. I do think this should have been an opportunity where all the Hollywood wrestlers be on the show. Definitely they should have Hollywood Hogan. Why not? Just because it's Hollywood, right? Definitely do a little segment. I was even thinking, if you want to do a segment with Batista, have a segment with Batista and LA Knight, even. And you could just give a good old Batista bomb to him. Or, now you could probably do that. Even maybe Hollywood Hogan. Or even Stone Cold. Definitely Stone Cold should be at Mania just for a little segment. Apparently he's not going to WrestleMania. But, again. Fuck it. You know what you want? Again, Stone Cold dethrones Roman. I don't care. Have Stone Cold dethrone Roman. You could always do a good story. Heck, that would be even... I would rather even have that match as the main event next year then. I do think Stone Cold, if he was going to return, it would have been nice to have a match with him because since he came back last year. I don't want that... I don't think Owens and fucking Stone Cold should be the match that retires Austin or whatever. I do think since Stone Cold came back, if you're going to do stuff with him, definitely Stone Cold should have a little dream. And he has proven he can still go, honestly. Fuck. Definitely Stone Cold should face Roman. I wouldn't even mind him being the one to dethrone Roman. And I think it honestly works in this case. And that's why I would rather have that match happen in this WrestleMania. This could have been the match to dethrone Roman. Why? Because again, Stone Cold's a big star. He's one of the only stars that is there. That people give a fuck about, like or not. You could say, why not have just Stone Cold lose to but you don't need to do that. I do think Stone Cold, you already kind of have Roman beat everybody really, who he needed to. You don't really need to have him beat fucking Stone Cold. You don't even need him to have him beat The Rock, honestly. Just the idea of having these matches happen are good enough. Why I think Stone Cold, maybe if he was to fucking face Roman, is obviously the only match to draw. People go, but WrestleMania's been already sold out. But you have to understand, you have to make sure that people watch WrestleMania though, because it's not just about fucking how many people you have on the fucking show. It's also how many people are gonna watch WrestleMania, because the ratings do matter for pay-per-views as well. WrestleMania is still a thing that requires people to watch. Imagine if WrestleMania has a low watchable quality that it's no one really watched WrestleMania. That would go to show it's a failure. Look at Evolution or the women's pay-per-view. It had a low buy rate and a low attendance record apparently, and people didn't give a fuck. What does that tell you about? That's why they didn't do Evolution 2. Because no one cares about women's goddamn wrestling. It's not a draw. You know what I mean? Sure, WrestleMania is sold out, but I'm willing to bet you a lot of people are expecting it's going to be Rock versus Roman. Okay? That's one of the reasons why it probably sold out. Or they were hoping there would be. But it's Cody, that guy, that fucking fag. Ugh. Seriously, come on here. That's what happened. But yeah, Cody fuck Cody. No, Cody should not do it. But yeah, about the whole night scenarios. But yeah, that's basically what I have to say. That's what you could do. The Rock coming out, saving everybody. That could always lead to a future matchup. I think that's what they should do. I think that would be perfect. like, why break up the bloodline? I mean, they've been teasing it, right? And then, like, honestly, why not? It's honestly, like, it would make WrestleMania that memorable. And, like, just having The Rock show up. And you could always do maybe, like, and then, well, you could, this would lead for a future. You have Roman feud with the fucking Usos, you know? Have Roman feud with the Usos. That can even lead to some scenario in the future with Owens and Zayn, even. You know, a little bit of mini feud with each, or even, like, triple threats. You know, one-on-one with each Uso at a pay-per-view. The possibilities are endless. You know, I even think, like, hey, if an Elimination Chamber match was a thing, imagine if you do Elimination Chamber match with all 6 of them, maybe at, like, a Survivor Series instead of War Games. Like, think of the possibility. Those are what you could do for the entire calendar. What does that mean for King of the Ring? You could even do, maybe, like, I wouldn't even mind. Like, how you care about the King of the Ring? You have the Usos in the fucking King of the Ring, and the finals are 2 of them. Or even fucking Owens and Zayn, too, you know? All that kind of shit. That's how you care. Like, just the main goal to take down Roman at SummerSlam. But he doesn't lose to them or whatever. When Edge cashes in, if I would say if Edge to win, if someone was to cash in win Money in Bank, preferably Edge, when he would cash in, probably prior to Mania, I would honestly do it. That's what I would have done. Like, cause like, I mean, like, if you're gonna do all of that, or heck, you could always do it at SummerSlam, all that kind of shit. But it's like how I would like keep like the whole Roman title run going, because it's like really going so far. Like you don't really, and if you like basically right after, like if you do like at Mania, like the whole bloodline like tears off, you know, that kind of scenario. And then it's just like, you know, Roman is champion with, and Solo as his bodyguard or whatever, along with Heyman, and he's feeding with those are like definitely few months of good television already, even past SummerSlam, that you could always keep him as champion still, and it's like good contribute to like, you know, television. I do think so. But yeah, let's talk about also the even a night 1, night 2 scenario. If fucking this opening segment or the past few weeks hasn't proved enough, and I should definitely do a video. I mean, but it's like, I don't need, it's like, what's different than every fucking women's, because again, I'm not trying to sound like a woman hater. Again, I don't hate women. I love women. I love fucking women in theory, you know, making them bitches go, oh shit, oh shit. I love talking to women. I love everything about women. I love looking at women. I love how women look. Unless you're not, when you're not training, you don't look fucking, I don't know what the fuck you trying to be. Why you trying to fucking be a man or whatever? Then, you know, you fucking quality. God bless. But, like, seriously, again, I love women. I love fucking women theory. But the reality is, like, the women should not be main event ever. I don't give a fuck what scenario. I don't give a fuck what match, whatever. I don't give a fuck if, you know, people want to see a match or whatever. The women should not main event. It doesn't draw or whatever. And not just that. Just because, like, oh, Rhea Ripley won the Rumble. That is a cop-out excuse. Because if that's the case, why didn't, like, past few WrestleManias, like, WrestleManias in the past, the Royal Rumble did not main event. The Royal Rumble winner did not main event. Why didn't Rey Mysterio main event WrestleMania 22? Why didn't fucking Undertaker main event WrestleMania 23? Why didn't Cena main event WrestleMania 24? Why didn't fucking Edge main event WrestleMania 26? Why didn't fucking Alberto Del Rio main event WrestleMania 27? Fucking Sheamus 28? Fucking, you know, all these stupid pay-per-views, you know? Fucking, come on. Not every fucking, because with that scenario, look what happened with Hogan and Rock that WrestleMania 18. Like, look what happened with Triple H versus fucking Jericho, Triple H versus fucking even Orton. You know? The excuse like that, it's just fucking stupid. Okay? It's just stupid. Why didn't Shawn Michaels main event the first time he won the Royal Rumble? You know? You know, like, yeah, I mean, why not? But I guess, like, it's fine, really. Like, the match, how they ended the show is actually not bad, actually. Freaking Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bam Bigelow wasn't actually really a bad celebrity match, but it's, you know, it's just like, obviously it's kind of sad. Like, the World Championship at the time did not main event. Even fucking WrestleMania, why didn't fucking Flair main event WrestleMania when he was the champion? Like, if anything, he should be the fucking main event. Like, what does that fucking tell you? I mean, but again, Hogan. Hogan's a big star, but definitely not now. I'm not gonna lie to you. But again, Hogan fucking still, he's the big star at the time and shit. But seriously, with this whole excuse of the women, like, if that's the bullshit excuse, why didn't Charlotte main event last year? But you wanna know why? Because I don't give a shit about fucking Charlotte versus Ronda last year compared to Stone Cold. And guess what? Compared to the match with Stone Cold and Owens and fucking Charlotte and Ronda, look what was the better match. Stone Cold, who hasn't wrestled in 19 years. That was a way better entertaining match, and that match drew money. No one gives a shit about fucking women's wrestling. No one gives a shit about fucking Charlotte Flair versus Ronda. And no one really cares about Charlotte. There's no heat, really, besides the heat that they did for last minute at SmackDown. I don't give a shit that, because this is a rematch from WrestleMania fucking 36. And yeah, why wasn't that main event like one? No. Women should not main event WrestleMania because they win. That's a bullshit excuse. The simple thing about the Royal Rumble, sure, main event WrestleMania, but it's really, that's been debunked a bunch of times. It's just really a guaranteed title match, which I'm fine with. The most historic you don't go with this bullshit, and apparently a political reason. What political reasons? So you could appeal to the SJW feminists? Motherfuckers, no women cares about women's goddamn wrestling, I'm sorry, okay? And I don't give a shit, come on. The fucking, when a story like The Bloodline and Owens and Zayn have been going on for how you've been doing it, that's the match you main event. Imagine if fucking you don't end imagine if you didn't end the fucking, imagine if you didn't main event fucking, what was the best story? Let's say even if you didn't main event WrestleMania 20 involving fucking HBK, Triple H, and the man who should not be named. There's a story between Michaels and Triple H, right? That itself was the amount of heat they had. It's good enough for that match, along with the certain person who shall not be named being involved. That was already big enough to be that main event. Again, imagine if even I know people were disappointed with WrestleMania 21, the main event. I mean, regardless, fucking that WrestleMania is so much better than current WrestleManias through the past years. Okay, WrestleMania 20 was one of the best WrestleManias of all time. Even if the main event wasn't as great, it was still fine in my opinion. Obviously, they had better matches after that. Even the WrestleMania 35 match, which was still probably, in my opinion, the only best match of that show. Fuck that WrestleMania. Fuck that women's main event. Okay, if you want this whole women's main, did you not remember when the women main evented with WrestleMania 35 and WrestleMania 37 night 1? People walked out and just claimed bullshit that it's so historic, feminist and bull. Shut up. He won the ESPY bullshit just for political bull. Fuck off. Yeah, it's fucking woke garbage. No one cares about women's goddamn wrestling. Stop making that excuses, okay? Seriously, come on. It's fucking bullshit excuses. They should not main event. Don't mean shit because they're women and you're a bunch of fucking soy boy SJW snowflake cucks and faggots and white knights. Shut up. They should never main event, and guess what? No one will ever care if they main event. And again, especially now, why do you want it to main event compared to, let's say, the Usos and fucking Owens and Zayn at night 1? Why? When literally, that's been a top feud. Fucking, the reason why, at least like it or not, with the fucking Batista Triple H match at WrestleMania 21, it's still worthy to be the main event because of the story. And because of the story, you were still invested no matter what. And that's why biologically. Imagine even fucking, Hogan and fucking Warrior if they did a main event. But people gave a fuck because of the fucking story. Come on. Even with the Mega Powers. Imagine if you did a main event WrestleMania 5 with the Mega Powers and you instead done a stupid women's match at the time that no one really fucking remembers. Even if a tag title match. Okay, it's not just about this match being a tag title match. It's the tag title match that people care about because of the story. This entire year, for the last 12 months involving Bloodline and Sami Zayn, it makes sense for being one of the night main events. If anything, That's the match. I wouldn't even mind being main event night 2 even. Heck, I would even fuck it. Night 1, fucking have fucking. I would honestly, if you think about it, in my honest opinion, I would even not mind having Roman fucking main event night 1. If you reverse it. And heck, you know how you fucking. Owens and. You can even do this whole scenario with the whole bloodline breaking off. You can even do the same shit fucking at night 2. If the fucking that match was because honestly, to be honest with you, that's probably more intriguing than Roman and fucking Cody. But definitely that's it's because again it's Roman who's the bloodline. Like that's the backstory again. That's still main event worthy to be either night 1 or night 2. But if you want the main event, I wouldn't even mind fucking the main event, the tag title match because of the story. I wouldn't mind. Fucking Edge and Balor is more of a main event than Charlotte and fucking Ronda. Or Ripley. Heck, honestly, I wouldn't even mind if that was the main event for night 1. Or if Lashley versus Lesnar was happening at Mania, that could already be one of the night 1 main events. Why fucking Charlotte and Ripley? Just because they're women. And again, I get it. You want to know what the only fucking politics or fucking political bullshit? It's fucking Charlotte. I hate to say it. I hate to be these act like these smarks. But it's like, you still got smarks that pretend to give a shit about Charlotte. Think she's the most beautiful woman in the world. When literally she looks like a fucking transvestite. She legit is Ric Flair in drag. And for God's sake, she sounds like a man. How is that fucking attractive at all? I don't know what to tell you. Or how is that intriguing? It just, every time it's Charlotte, and even Ripley, I just want to change I just want to fucking turn off the TV. Come on. Like, what an entitled bitch she is, huh? Apparently she is. Like, if it was like hot chicks... Sure. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, but the thing is, they're not hot. Come on. Maybe if it was a bra and panties match with, like Trish and Lita. Yeah. That's, fuck it. Trish and Lita? Already? You'd have them feud for a main event? I'm sold. Bra and panties? Hey, let's go. Heck, even fucking just hot-tastic fucking whipping match. Yeah. Or just even just them themselves. The reason why people would care. You think people would care if, let's say, Bull Nakuna versus some fucking new generation bitch. I don't know, Bull Nakuna and Alundra Blaze even, fuck it. I don't know. It's just a little excuse. Imagine if that match was to main event Raw during the new generation. You think people would give a fuck? Fuck no. Especially when Bull Nakuna is not hot. Imagine Nicole Bass and fucking China were to main event Ronda Rousey. You think people would give a fuck? No. They would probably care because, sure, DX with China, but just for, like, why would that be the main event? Come on here. Why? Come on. But yeah, again, I hope that also explains. So yeah, don't fucking again, stop with this bullshit because the Royal Rumble winner, that's a cop-out excuse. Fuck that. Because fucking, if that's the logic, why didn't Mysterio main event fucking at WrestleMania? You know, or all these fucking wrestlers that won the Rumble before. Because that's a debunk scenario. And again, it's not like Ronda and Ripley and fucking Charlotte had an enticing story to be one of the main events. Come on. It's not. When you have a story like the Bloodline, both matches involving the Bloodline should be the main event. Come on here. Heck, I wouldn't even mind if night 1 main event Edge and fucking Balor. Like, I mean, I don't even think that match is happening night 1. I don't know when it's happening, but regardless, even if that match was happening night 1, that could be the main event itself more than and honestly, because again, that's another feud that's been going on for almost a year. Now, I think that would even be a big way to main event in night 1, I would think, honestly. In my opinion, I wouldn't even mind that. But definitely, like, because of the story, of how enticing, how, on both shows, fucking the Usos and Sami Zayn and no, it's definitely night 1. No doubt about it, bar none. And you could do the Cody and fucking Roman match in night 2, obviously. Flip-flop, whatever. Just come on, Charlotte. Come on, why? Bunch of feminist shit, man. Come on. Stop being a cuck. Stop with this cuckery shit. I know I've been rambling the entire show, but it's the truth, yeah. It need to be said, okay? But yeah, if this didn't fucking prove, and even what happened on fucking SmackDown, if that didn't prove, like with the whole, you know, build and what they've been doing with fucking opening the show, main eventing the show with the Usos and Sami Zayn and Owens, I don't know what to tell you. They should main event. So yeah, basically the show started with, the show started with Owens and Zayn. You know, Owens, like, he kicks off the show, but then he stops. Sami Zayn then comes out, then they enter the ring together. I do hope they make like a little. I hope they come up with a good name for their team. I do think they should be like a team, like have a team like collab name and maybe a collab fucking song. Because I do think they should be a legit tag team. I think that would be really nice. You know, they do something like that. Like, what to name them? I don't know. Hopefully they decide something good. But yeah. Fans chant KO now, or after they were chanting Sammy, but then chant KO now. Sammy, it says, it looks like they're fans of Owens too. They do like little like, see ya, you know, like, yeah, they do the whole, it's kind of like nerdy-ish, but it's fine. You know, they're like basically praising each other. Sammy said he was approaching this whole thing as a business transaction, which he's wrong for, and that's not how he and Owens have done things in the past. They always used to work to get to the next level, but as brothers. Owens says he's been Sammy's biggest fan for 20 years, believe it or not, calling him the best he's ever been in the ring with. So it's frustrating to see him see Sammy in the bloodline when he's better than everyone there. Sammy says they both know what comes next. They look at WrestleMania, the WrestleMania sign, fans cheer, then the Usos interrupt, and Jay asks Jimmy if he sees what he sees, a backstabber. Jay says that they're kind of a family that cuts each other's throats, and Sammy says it's funny because everyone knows it's Jay's biggest dream to turn on Roman Reigns. So, you know, they're building that. They're building that scenario. So... you know what I think, definitely, one of the Raws or SmackDowns, they gotta do a contract signing. Actually, I forgot to say this. Again, I do think one of the Raws or SmackDowns go-home show, they should do like a 6-man tag involving Reigns. Like, that would be a great way. Maybe a Raw main event even for next week. And even you could do some scenario. I wouldn't even mind. You don't want to know how you make these shows big? You gotta make these shows really big, by the way. Definitely SmackDown, like, Reigns should be on the show. Everybody should be on the show, leading to some scenario with, like, next week, maybe Raw, fucking, I don't know, a contract, something like you gotta do definitely a contract signing with the Usos and Sami Zayn and Owens would work great. I think it would be great to, like, mention, like, heck, why not have Jay and Jimmy mention, like, do you not remember, did this guy betray you and shit? Like, that would be nice. Like, mention, like, let's say the backstory about that. Maybe even fucking mention, like, you know, how they all care, like, how they all cared for Sammy cared for them, like, build up that more. Maybe to build, like, you know, are you really doing this for yourself, or are you doing it because, you know, Roman is forcing you and because family? That would be nice. I think that's, like, just building that feud would be fucking, like, I think, like, this is one of the scenarios where a contract signing is so fucking intriguing, you know? And just with this, I would say. I do think this is where a contract signing would be fucking cool in this case scenario. I would not mind, they definitely gotta have Roman on these shows, man. They have to. Roman... Definitely, they should do like a 6. There's like rumors that they're gonna do a 6-man tag at fucking back. Why back? Fuck that! You're kidding me? Backlash. First of all, no 6-man tag, non-title bullshit matches on pay-per-views. With that stupid argument, that's so stupid. Imagine having fighters a fucking fight without a title match on the line. You know how stupid that is? It's stupid when you do it. When you do this, even on fucking wrestling shows. When you have a pay-per-view and the title's not on the line, do you not know how that makes no stupid sense? When you could legit do these matches on Raw and SmackDown, which they're really what they're for? That's what they should do. Definitely fucking a Raw, fucking before Mania at least, like a 6-man tag with everybody. And SmackDown, I don't even do this. SmackDown, that's when you do maybe Jimmy versus Jay. No, you do Jay versus Sammy. You build all their bullshit scenario, like all the heat they have. You could do that. That way, big way to make people care about SmackDown. Jay versus fucking Sammy. And even you could do, like, let's say Cody versus Solo Sikoa based on tonight. Like, based on that. Or you could even do a scenario switch for switch. Sammy versus Jay. Cody versus Solo on next week's Raw. And then you could do the 6-man tag really before Mania as the main event. Just, you gotta make those both shows important, man. You gotta really make those matches, like, little taste, but just important. Just shit like it was back in the day, you know? Just like shit was back in the day, somewhat. But yeah, like, that's what I would do. Something like that. And definitely Reigns gotta be on the shows. I would definitely like, again, if they, like, were to, they should definitely build this whole, like, reuniting better in a way. I mean, it's fine what they did. It just definitely, I feel like, it should have been something like, even like tonight, like the Bloodline beats up fucking Cody and Sammy, but then fucking Owens comes out to make the save, and that's like, that would have been like big ovation even and stuff like that. I mean, what they did with SmackDown was fine. Maybe definitely in the future, or maybe like now in this case, they gotta do something on SmackDown. Maybe like Owens and Zayn gets beat up and Cody gets involved. That could already lead to like the scenario, like a 6-man tag. But now, fucking, at Backlash, like, come on. First of all, that's going to be your first pay-per-view in Puerto Rico in years. They're doing it in Puerto Rico. You're really going to do, like, a Raw match, a Raw quality match where you would do back in... Imagine if fucking come on. Imagine if fucking Stone Cold and The Rock, after WrestleMania, were to do a tag match on a pay-per-view, when they should probably do, like, a rematch for the title. Come on. Don't give me that bull. That's so stupid. It's so stupid. Come on. But yeah. Jimmy accuses Sammy of being in Dream World, thinking something's gonna happen at WrestleMania, but nothing's gonna happen. Owen says we all know what's gonna happen. Jimmy versus his brother versus Owens and his brother on the grand stage and the fans chant yes. I hate Brian for that stupid gay shit or whatever. Jamie says they're the greatest tag team in the world, and Owen and Zayn don't deserve a shot. They got on the same page for like 3 minutes, while the Usos have been the same page since day one. Jay interrupts, said that this might be their one shot to end the Sammy Owens problem in the dirt, and then they accept. But then they say, "Oh, there's no need to ring. Wait, there's no need to wait." So there, a brawl ensues. It was fine. It was a fine brawl. It was okay. Not bad. Definitely, like, it would have been like, heck. I wouldn't even mind, like, maybe this could lead to something tonight. Like, why not? Like, we see Owens and Zayn. They team up to face, I don't know, some tag. Heck, they could have faced, like, something with Soul. Like, heck. I wouldn't even mind if they do, like, a 6-man tag, in a way, with Owen, Zayn, and Cody, versus maybe, like, instead of Reigns tonight, and they could maybe save it for, like, next week or whatever, they do Solo and the Usos. Little preview for WrestleMania, in a way. I mean, would it have been, like, kind of killing it for free a little bit, but, hey, at least, like, it's something related to shit you did back in the day, is involving storylines, I don't know. Again, that's also kind of like why I wish, like, fucking Roman would be, like, more heated towards fucking Cody, because he's been involved in business, and obviously you can make it clear because, Sammy and Owens are his friends and blah, 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 You could have always, like, keep like that. So, but yeah, the brawl ensues, then we were about to see them getting chairs, which, like, what, maybe they might make the match no DQ at WrestleMania, which I wouldn't mind, but honestly, listen, I'm all about stipulations. I love stipulation matches. I love it. But you see, with this match, is perfect for being a regular match, honestly. You see, this sometimes simplicity is always good. You could always do in the future where they do a no DQ match, or heck, a ladder. I wouldn't mind, like, a ladder match in the future. With them. Maybe like as they're all baby faces, like how would do like definitely after Mania they gain respect for each other and they do like one more shot where like let's see if we can win back the titles, like but they all that they common hate for Roman, but they like oh, let's get out a rematch clause, you know, the Usos, and they do like a ladder match on a SmackDown. I definitely think a big scenario what they gotta do is like fucking, you know, definitely like after Mania they gotta do something where they fucking legit beat the Usos so severely fucking Roman. And that would lead to like stuff like maybe Roman reuniting his feud with Owens and Zayn some sort of way. They could do a little triple threat shit. You know, hey, why not? Oh, but why are you having the tag teams fight? Maybe because like ever fucking seen Stone Cold versus the man who should not be named versus Jericho and how that worked beautifully? It would honestly work beautifully even the same way if you think about it in the modern sense. Come on. Whatever. I don't know. People just don't get stuff. Not every fucking time they need to have it. Come on. The world title is what matters, people. Come on. But yeah, they see Roman coming out. Like, he coming from the fucking... What was it? The stupid fucking... The van they had. They fucking coming out from the van. I don't really know what it's called. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna pretend I know a lot about cars. All I know is, like, if it looks good, I'll drive it, you know? I mean, shit like that. I mean, I know what sedan is, I know a Civic, I know all that, but it's like, I'm not gonna pretend I know about cars. I mean, I like cars, obviously, as long as I fucking drivable, hell yeah. But I'm not gonna pretend to know, like if it's like an SUV. I mean, if it's is it an SUV? I don't fucking know. Whatever. Apparently, they have, like, different terms for these fucking cars. Just say it's a fucking big car, man. So they had their big fucking car. Or a Jeep, maybe. I don't fucking know. And yeah, he's there. So there you go. I was thinking we were going to start the show, but hey, it's like whatever. Good. After that, though, so you have that good opening, and that's when the show kind of goes downhill. Because it's like no one really cares about Austin Theory versus fucking Street Profit guy. You all know Austin Theory's going to win. So what's there? They announced that, oh, you know, Street Profits could be in a... Okay, so they're doing this on bullshit where they're going to have 2 Fatal 4 tag matches. Apparently, I'm guessing, like, the winner gets tag title matches in the future. I mean, it's like, really? I mean, sure, at least there's a reason, but it's like, who cares about these tag teams? Like, come on. I do think, if you want to have people on Mania, if you're that desperate... Again, it's like a WrestleMania. It's like WrestleMania tradition. I don't know why people complain about battle royals. Like, why not just do a simple battle royal with a 100 battle royal? But this time, you add the stakes. You add a stipulation where the winner gets a future title shot whenever they want. Kind of make it like a call your shot sort of battle royal, where the winner basically can cash in their opportunity whenever they want, either advance or whatever. Kind of like a little Money Bank type of style, but you know, it's like whenever like. It's like that. I would like that, honestly. That could lead to a whole bunch of possibilities. Hey, that could even lead to, like, the winner of this battle royal, maybe, like, a returning legend or whatever. They fucking could challenge Roman whenever, like, without the money. I don't fucking know. Something, man. Something. Whatever. I don't know. But yeah, fucking Austin Theory defeats Montez Ford. After the match, Theory says Montez Ford did not believe in him, but now he does. And at WrestleMania, John Cena will believe in him. I do think Cena should be Austin Theory. I'll tell you why. Again, you can't just go for fucking Cena burying his fucking ass on the mic. All of a sudden, Theory. I get it. The guy, he's like the future star or whatever. I'm sorry. I don't buy into this appeal with Austin Theory. The guy's fucking boring. The guy has no actual character. I think the guy is gay. Not only that, he's like gay. Fuck it. First of all, the guy is gay. Have you seen what he has done to himself? Not that I wanted to see, but hey, he's fucking gay, and the guy has a thing for little, you know, the youngs. Yeah, he likes the younglings. You know what I mean? There. So obviously I don't get it, but oh, it wasn't caught. I don't know why he hasn't been caught yet, or they don't care, I guess. But it's like, come on here. You're gonna say, oh, but why is he dating somebody from a nursing school? Guess what? If you're 16, you're gonna already be in nursing school, so that goes out of the plate already, you know what I mean there? But yeah, fuck Austin Theory. Like, come on. And it's like, you're gonna make Cena look weak like that. Like, Cena does not need to lose the job, or, like, come on. Why? And again, then what should Cena to do? Then here's what you could do with Cena. You easily could have him fucking win the title, lose it to somebody in the future. There's even rumors about him versus Logan Paul at SummerSlam. Heck, you can even I would rather fucking hit Logan Paul beat Cena and he become the U.S. champion. I mean, Logan Paul clearly apparently wants to do this, so fuck it. You do that. That's what you do. But honestly, I wouldn't even mind, like, Braun Breaker in the future. Fucking... Heck, Solo Sikoa, which I think that's a big idea. Help establish Solo as a future guy. You know? Build him up as a mid-carder. Hell yeah. That's what you gotta do. Like, Gunter has more credibility idea to be a future star than fucking Austin Theory, okay? And he's not gay. But I gotta tell you, Gunter, I really liking Gunter. His theme song is cool. Gunter, first of all, in real life, he seems like a great guy. But it's not just that. He's like, I could already tell the guy's probably a better guy than fucking Theory. Not messaging underage younglings or whatever. But Gunter, cool theme song. He has improved so much than he was years ago. Why? Because he's like in shape. He looks more like a star. I believe why people like him. And you know what? It's just like obviously what held him back was the fucking him being fat and not looking much like a star than he does now. He looks more in shape. The guy looks like he's being built up as like, yeah, I see why. Like, yo, what he's gonna do good. He's definitely in a long time the best foreign wrestler, you know. So that's good. And the guy could speak English, so that's good. Backstage, we see the Usos meeting up with Roman. Reigns says the Usos had a bad start of the night, as it looked like. They took a beating. Jamie says they took a few shots, but nothing can hurt or hit harder than being torn from his brother. Than having to sit there and answer it for like it was his fault. So it kind of looked like with that line, it looked like he was angry at Roman, but then he turned into Sammy. Basically building up that kind of thing, so it's like, it's good, you know, I'm liking it. Jamie says he will never forgive Sammy for this at WrestleMania, and at WrestleMania, they got them. Reigns says he hopes so, and he really does, and Reigns asks Heyman to clear the room, and he asks Jay to stay. Basically, you know, so build up that kind of shit. So Roman says he hasn't seen or heard from Jay, and now he's back making decisions. Reigns says to make decisions, he have to be with the bloodline. Reigns after Jay is with them, if he's still family, and if he's with Reigns, if he's the bloodline, and Jay says he is. Reigns says he hopes so. That's all he needed to hear, and he will see Jay later. Jay goes to leave, but Reigns stops him and says he loves him and leaves. And Heyman comes in and asks if Reigns got his answers he needed, and Reigns says yes. It would have been funny if he just said no, maybe he knows or whatever. Kind of building up, but like, I would have definitely liked it, you know, definitely, maybe like fucking Jay says, yeah, you know, but, you know, I did what I gotta do. Definitely in the future, they gotta say, like, I did what I did for Jimmy, you know, to protect him and shit, so that'd be nice, but, yeah. But, one more thing, I just wish Roman mentioned, like, what Sammy said, like, do you really think about betraying me? You know, I wish, like, he mentions that line. And, you know, it would have been great to hear that. Like, what he, like, you know, to just build up to that more. But, hey, it is what it is. Maybe in the future, you know, we all know. Just little shit's good stuff. Then Chelsea Green, see? She's a Karen. Every time she complains about the manager, same shit or whatever. Get it? She's a Karen, guys. Literally fucking Jay Leno, a.k.a. Bailey, is more Karen than this bitch. I see why people think fucking Chelsea Green is hot tonight. I can see why. You know, good on Zack Ryder. Good for him. You know, good for him. You're still a jobber, Zack, no matter what. No matter all the middle fingers you do and shit. But hey, good for you scoring. You know, hey, I see why people think she's hot. Is she like the hottest thing in the world? Not necessarily. Like, I mean, compared to, like, Piper Niven, yeah, but, you know. Compared to that doughy bitch, hell yeah. That's for damn sure. But yeah, fucking, she brings Piper Niven because Carmella's not there, and you know, I don't know. She wants to be some the women title bullshit. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. And Adam Pearce like, oh, I'm just doing that right now. And I was like, oh, shut up. No one cares, man. You are the worst GM, and this is the worst fucking stupid fucking recurring segment I've seen because no one fucking cares. Okay, it's the same shit. Not advancing anything. You're doing literally the same shit every week. Come on. We get a video package of Almas versus Lesnar to try to make us care about the match. I mean, looked fine. I just didn't like the voice I don't like the narrator voice, so it didn't sound like an old school narrator's voice, you know, of a fucking video package with a you know, no, it's just like no, you know what I mean? Almost defeated Mustafa Ali like a minute. He squashed him. Good. And then MVP says no, Almas fear no man or beast, and Brock Lesnar will learn to fear Almas at WrestleMania. Smarks are again angry because why did he squash Mustafa Ali? Why wasn't this match 10 minutes? Do you not know what squash matches are? Like, I'm not saying it like I like it, but it's like, I mean, again, like, it makes sense. It's just like, obviously, who really cares about Almas? Because they unfortunately, like, they're not really good. Because I'm sorry, it's unfortunate that Almas, with his limitations and, I don't know, it's just how they booked him, I guess. There's no wonder why people don't give a shit, but it's like, you really want, like, come on. How would it make sense for Mustafa Ali beating Almas? Or, why would that make sense when he's facing Lesnar, when he has a match with Mania? Not just that, when he's that big. How does that make any sense for this match being 10 minutes? Do you not understand? Like, imagine, again, with this scenario, imagine if fucking Brock Lesnar was to have a competitive match with fucking, what's that fucking guy the guy who had his injured leg? I forgot the name. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. It's the fucking Zach Gowen. Imagine Zach Gowen and Brock Lesnar would have a competitive match. Now, shit, that makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense for Brock Lesnar to not squash Zach Gowen and to have them have a competitive match for like 10 minutes. And Brock Lesnar is like struggling to beat that guy. You know how stupid that would be? Come on. Come on! You smarts need to get a clue and learn something. Come on. We see Logan Paul, he's gonna do his stupid fucking segment. Then Miz is like, yeah, can I be in the show or whatever? And he's like, he says like, no, no. So, yeah. Logan Paul is in the ring with a special edition of Impulsive Podcast or whatever. He tells the crowd to boo all they want, but the reality is he doesn't want to be here. So it's like, what does that prove about Raw? Like, I understand there's this heel shit, but it's like, this is goes like show like then why don't people care about like because again you don't see this shit like this is something I think I remember Vince Russo mentioning that you don't want to keep doing this all the time. It's like how does that make people watch the show or go to the shows themselves? It's like it hurts the show from the ratings aspect of making people. It's like and also like how like you know watching it. It's like yeah it kind of hurts it a little bit in that sense of business. So whatever. I don't know. I get it. Sometimes, you know, get it, the heels bash the face. But it's, like, also done multiple times, you know? He said, you know, he makes millions, so he's here because he wants to be here and he loves it. And Paul says there are probably just two people in here that he loves, and his father and a kid that brings prime sign. Paul says it's not his fault that you dorks don't see the talent Paul has. And he's a 360 entertainer. There's nothing he can't do. A seat can't fill. Not one on the roster he can't compete with, whether you like it or not. He is that good, which is why he didn't invite anyone to be on his podcast guest tonight because he can do it all. And did you think that? And he said, did you think that any of my celebrity fans would be here in a place like St. Louis? And it says he's looking forward to being Seth Rollins in his 20th birthday. He says that would be a great match, and he's honored to share a ring. With Rollins. So he's like still praising him, even though he's a heel, whatever. He was talking to his brother. And he said he made good points. Like he said, it's hard to be afraid of a guy named Seth. Like they're all nice, and he gives and then he gives Paul the what treatment, or fans give Paul the what treatment. He said he was talking to his brother, blah blah blah. It's like it's hard to like a guy just named. Well, I just mentioned this. I don't know. I just didn't really care about the segment, honestly, but whatever. He said maybe if Seth didn't start the beef, they could have been friends, but now he wants to just knock him out again. They replay the footage, but then you see Rollins on backstage. Oh, he interrupts the impulsive television, making it like he can't talk or whatever. Like he ruins basically everything about the podcast or whatever. And then he comes out, he plays his own theme. He's like in the production. Then he comes out, he's talking trash, and the fans continue singing. Rollins suddenly tackles Paul, and they get to a little brawl, and then Paul basically he knocks him out again because like the security whatever. So yeah, I guess this is gonna lead to like Rollins beating him because like all this like embarrassing, especially just like apparently one of the rumors that it's gonna be Rollins fighting for the title after Mania along with Cody and Roman, which I wouldn't mind that being the match for Backlash. Definitely fucking Roman winning or whatever. Or you could say, oh, maybe that would be a way for Roman to lose, like maybe not getting pinned, but I think that would be a cheap way to fucking end the fucking this historic fucking title reign and shit. So Miz, we get a video package of the Miz like, oh, get it, he has big balls or whatever, like they sing him and Maurice and they're it'll be bigger than his big balls or something. I don't know. Johnny Gargano loses to Dominic Mysterio. The fact that this match was longer than it needed to be is stupid. This is the problem with like when you have work rate people bullshit. It's like it's fucking gay, bro. Come on. After the match, Dominic says his good-for-nothing father wants to get denied his challenge, but Dom will not stop until he gets what he wants. It's just it would be nice to explain like why does he want this match so much, It would be nice if they mentioned that, but like, I mean, you could say like maybe because so he could like show he's better than his father or whatever, all that kind of scenario. But obviously it would like the reason why he want like maybe like to get punched, maybe like that could like be like when maybe he could charge right to get getting punched and that leads him getting arrested. That would be nice, That would be a good thing. You mentioned how for some reason Mysterio's family would be on SmackDown, and because they all blocked him, he'll show up and say hi and ask for his mom's permission to have the match. And if he has balls to take out his wife first to accept his challenge. So it's gonna maybe that'll be a way to lead up to that. So that's kind of good, We get kind of brutish Edge. We kind of have Edge basically did like a Brood style promo. He's backstage in like the because a promo how from somewhere with candles. He says that Finn Balor has no idea what he's capable of in the cell. He mentions how he was baptized inside the cell by the dead man himself, mentioning Edge versus Taker in the Hell in a Cell match, which by the way one of my personal favorite rivalries. So. And it was like the last rivalry in the TV14 at Ruthless Aggression era, so how can it not be memorable, I just wish that match had blood. Apparently, but hey, it is what it is. But regardless, great Hell in a Cell match without blood or color, but he says that you can't become what you must become by remaining who you are. He walks through the valley of the shadows of death. He fears no evil, or ever has, because he's the evil that lives in the valley, and tells Vin to leave the Finn at home and bring your demon to meet the devil, like to meet him. Good! It was good, so we're gonna get, I guess, Bruda versus Demon Balor. Hopefully this doesn't need some gay shit that Balor wins with his demon cosplay shit, but really? You want him to bring what? There's no different Edge, but I mean, in kayfabe world, whatever. Rhea Ripley cuts a promo. I don't know, she says she needs to be a leader. I don't know, some bullshit. I'm running out of time. But yeah, this makes no sense. Damage Control comes out. And then is a heel versus heel match? What? How does that make any sense? Come on. How does that make any sense why they're fighting? whatever. But yeah, Ripley said like she needs to finish fucking Charlotte, blah blah blah, and I don't know. The best trainee of them all will win at WrestleMania supposed main event. Trish, Lita, and Becky come out to cost Damage Control, whatever. Fucking Becky Bailey the match, and then, yeah, fucking Rhea Ripley wins when her like street clothes or whatever. Otis fucking gets distracted, like from Maxine, whatever. He's supposed to be Chad Gable. Chad Gable then loses to Ricochet because of the Maximum Male Model bullshit. We get a WrestleMania parody of the fucking, what was it, the 40-year-old virgin with McIntyre, Sheamus, and the Brawling Brutes. This was actually the second best fucking WrestleMania parody promo they did. So, Andy Kaufman gets inducted in the Hall. He's gonna be inducted in the Hall of Fame as a celebrity. That's, I guess, good or whatever. And Asuka and Bianca beats Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. God, get the detention or whatever. I don't give a shit. AJ Styles is in a Snicker commercial with Braun Breaker. Next week, that Lesnar almost got a weigh-in. And the main event segment with Roman and Cody. Roman basically mentioned, Roman, that Cody ran away because he's tired, he didn't want to be Stardust, and went on to be having his own. So he mentions AEW, that like he went on to make his own promotion, but he couldn't get over for himself. And then Cody mentions, the whole, eventually, it basically says the same thing, like your entire bloodline will leave you eventually, because that's what's gonna happen, whatever, and all that kind of shit. And then there's the tension, and then he says, are you a star or not to Solo? And then he stops. He was about to attack Cody, but then fucking Roman stops him after he kicks the small spike. It was okay ending, but it ended kind of abruptly. But yeah, the ending was fine. The main event segment. Roman did mention April 3rd, it'll be a cruel awakening for you. That's when the true story of April 3rd, you will realize you failed beating me or whatever. I don't know. It's just them I'll get it. I'm going to be the champion still, but not. But you're going to lead your bloodline. I just wish Roman mentioned the whole you should not be in my business with my bloodline family. But hey, that would make him actually a legit reason of why to care to this match aside from being get it. He won the Rumble and shit. It's his story. Shut up. I don't know. It could have been way better, but I guess it's fine. It's fine. Hopefully they advance more in the story. Anyways, the show was pretty boring for the most part. Main event and opening were fine. I was going to say, till next time, peace and bye. Gotta keep it real, alright? Camera's ending, people. Take care.